Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we made it through the Lamoon Field, thank goodness, and have arrived at Kalinka. The village of Kalinka. Millie Milzes. Ah, we have guests! Welcome, my dear friends, to Kalinka. We are delighted to have you here as our guests. Not many travelers venture to such an out-of-the-way village as ours. Please do not hesitate to let us know how we might make your stay more pleasant. So, we've at last reached Kalinka, the last remaining nation in Elvenia where magic is known to still exist? You have, my children. The ability to use magic is what is now unique almost explicitly to us humans of Kalinka, aside from a handful of elves and other humans scattered throughout the world, and supposedly the polyester race, wherever they can be found. Although... Millie says in a low voice, while such a strange and wondrous gift was common to those devout followers of the goddess Serena from long ago, the humans who inhabit this beautiful village as of the present are not quite so gifted anymore. I see. That must have been what Tessera meant when she was telling us about this village and the fading of magic from the world altogether. The other residents are very kind and will most definitely welcome you with open arms, let me assure you all. However, unlike myself, they tend to wish concealment of anyone else's knowledge of the gradual waning of their latent powers. Please don't think too badly of their desire to be untalkative on such matters. Oh, great. Does that mean that this Lyle guy who we're looking for has also lost his magic talent and will be unable to cure me? I understand. We will respect those wishes then. And you are, miss? Millie, sirs, wife of the village's elder, Warren Melzaz. Now, might I help you all with something in particular? Forgive me, but your rather grim expression appears to tell me that you all traveled here with a specific purpose in mind. Actually, yes. We hope we won't be causing any sort of disturbance among the Kalinkans, since our intention has a lot to do with magic, but can you tell us where we might be able to find someone named Lyle Winters? We are in pretty desperate need of his aid right now, you see, and we'd be grateful if you would be willing to help us find him. Ah, I thought that might be the case. Master Lyle lives in the small cottage just to the northeast of us, right across the river. It's hard to tell what times he tends to remain at home, though in his old age he spends to be content to spend more and more time there with his only daughter, Sarah, these days. You may find asking the other citizens to be a better help to you in finding Lyle's present whereabouts than I have been able to. I'm sorry to not be of much help. That is, a lot of emojis you got there, Wario Land. Oh, those are bits! Okay. The green faces and red glowing eyes were kind of standing out among the gray-colored ones. But thank you for the bits! Also, hello there, Epic Mightyena Cloud. Mightyena. Yeah. Nice to see you here, Cloud. It's rare to see RPG Maker on PS1 games. Yeah, I've actually done a whole lot of these games. A lot of what I focus on is, in fact, the console RPG makers. So, I'm kind of used to seeing this sort of thing myself. Think nothing of it, milady. May you have a pleasant evening. Oh, and that was the end of the cutscene. Okay, so as a reminder, we have this chicken here, Harrison. He's a human who has been changed into bleh. I got distracted by chat for a moment. Let me finish my thought. Harrison here has been turned into a chicken, and we need to figure out how to make him not a chicken. Now then, hello there, Leah Rude Gamer. Welcome to my stream! Kalinka, the last village of magicians. It's kind of interesting how that's supposed to be the case, considering the bad guys can all use magic. Precious little girl, Helenia. Travelers from another land? Oh, how lucky I am to have crossed with paths with you. I've always wondered what it would be like to meet strangers from another kingdom far away, but... She tilts her head curiously. You all look a lot like us Kalinkans, only you wear cloaks of different design than we do. Is that of elven make by chance? Are you all natives of an elf kingdom from the east side of Laelia who all just happen to look human? Does this mean that all elves actually have the same shaped ears that we do? Do they believe in the same principles of love and kindness as all of the Kalinkans teach and uphold? Is the other side of Laelia really as beautiful as they all say it is? Whoa, slow down there, little girl. I can only answer one question at a time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am being impolite, aren't I? It's just that I have never ventured beyond this village in all of my life, and even though I really do love Kalinka and will always consider it my true home, I really, really want to grow up to adulthood as fast as possible in order to be able to go out and see all of this world all by myself. Trust me, kid. Growing up ain't all it is. How does that word? Cracked up. It ain't all it's cracked up to be. Which is why I will forever consider myself a teenager. There's probably so much to see and learn about our mother's amazing creation. So that's why I am always so excited to meet with any of the few adventurers who actually wander all the way out to these lands. As long as I must remain here because of my being an only a child, only a child, I would at least like to hear stories of other Elvanians' adventures if I can. You know, 90% of the time I'm able to read, and then there's that 10%. Dusk leans down closer to the little girl and places one hand lightly on top of her head. Ah, well, we would be happy to come back and tell you as many stories as you would like to hear once we have taken care of our other business here, of course. Do you have a name, miss? Helenia straightens to full height and then bows politely, trying to look all grown up. My name is Helenia, sir. Pleased to meet you. What a pretty name. Pleased to meet you also, Miss Helenia. Child though you may be, you already appear to act pretty mature on the inside. Thank you, sir. You earlier mentioned having come to Kalinka for a particular reason. Could I be of any help to you all in that by chance? I think you could. Are you particular friends with the person we're looking for? He's a rather elderly man named Lyle Winters. Master Lyle is a pillar of this community, just as admired and looked up to by everyone as Master Warren is. And his daughter is also one of my bestest friends in the whole world. We are just like sisters. Sigh. We would probably be graced with so many more healers aside from just Mr. Lyle in this village, though, if it weren't for the fact that almost every boy here, once he has become old enough, leaves Kalinka altogether to serve in the churches of other cities, so it's always really difficult for me to find a decent boyfriend. Helenia then turns up her nose and shrugs with disdain. Boys can be so strange sometimes, though. I know of one who actually liked being beaten up by a girl once when he had teased her too much. Anyway, I hope all goes well during your meeting with Mr. Lyle, my friends. Please come see me again sometime afterward if you aren't in a hurry to leave and tell me about all of your adventures. I was glad to meet such kind strangers from outside. Oh boy, this is going to be a stream apparently. Kind strangers from the outside world as yourselves, and I really think your pet who travels with who travels with you is so cute. I'm nobody's pet, thank you. Guys, we have got to find Lyle as fast as humanly possible. I am already way past sick of this form. Let's see, Wario Land says, you know, personally, I never know, should a character name be in the same name box that the character introduces themselves? You know, that's a good question. I was just thinking about that. We saw her name, and then she introduced herself, and then we found out her name, even though we already found out her name because it was in the message window. I am personally a fan of them being question marks initially. Ooh, treasure. Miracle Tonic. I'm going to assume that it was spelled that way on purpose. What's it do? It's a new item, so... Cure All. In other words, it's an item that cures all status effects. Except being turned into a chicken. That would be a little too convenient. Oh, gosh. Apparently it does not keep track of the fact that we already had this conversation. Well, I am so glad, by the way, that RPG Maker 1 allows you to skip dialogue that fast. In-maid Yuki Konnichiwa. Sure. Welcome to Sakura Inn, travelers. You all appear as though you would be grateful to sleep in warm beds on this night, safe from the harsh cold and wandering evil of the world outside Kalinka. Default inn message? No. Please feel free to stay anytime. I guess I'll go ahead and save while we're here. I'm pretty sure we do not need healing. No, we got healed after that last boss fight. Another Miracle Tonic? Is it supposed to be pronounced Miracle, or is it supposed to be pronounced Miracle? Dangerously adolescent Kalinkan kid. Or child. I know that it was wrong of me to do so, but the other night I climbed up on the roof of the inn so that I could peek at Miss Sarah through her bedroom window while she was undressing. Yeah, that would definitely get you into some trouble there. But do you know what I saw? It was the most amazing thing. I could see a pair of white wings, just like that of an angel's, when Sarah turned her back to me. What do you think of that? She's an angel? Serves me right for daring to pull such a stunt. I end up seeing something truly wondrous that apparently nobody else knows about yet. Which makes me wonder, how has she been able to hide those wings so well underneath her attire all this time? You know, that's a good question. I got a pretty large pair of dragon wings myself. I don't think that they would be very possible to hide. It doesn't look as though anyone's home, but I'm willing to bet this is the house that belongs to this Lyle Winters guy who we're looking for. Let's go talk to everyone around town first and see if anybody can lead us to him. In other words, in order to enter this house, we actually do have to talk with everyone else in town first. The guide actually mentions that. Oh, hey, more cheering! Thank you for the cheers, Wario Land! Oh, you are awesome. Warrior Land is having buffering. Thankfully, it is not on my end. 2 throat sprays. I'll check these real quick and then talk to you two. That's a cat? Warren Millsas. Oh, aren't you the leader here? He's bilingual, can't you tell? Yes, I noticed. Equipment shop. What have we got here? Leather pads, hard leather coverings for the limbs and chest. Uri, second armor. Wolf poncho. Poncho said to possess the spirit of the fabled white wolf of Febronia. I think some of this we've already seen before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen the gold mail. Kalinka hood, woolly hood for tundra travel. We could have certainly used that sooner. Aryan Dusk second helm. Samurai helm, the ancient warrior's helm. Landon Harrison's second helm. Rabbit foot, small, commonly used charm that slightly raises luck. Leaf pendant, leaf-shaped ornament that raises status defense by 10%. Placing a glove, manufactured relic for easier handling of swords. Raises attack. Okay, let me consult the guide, because it actually lists this equipment, and that'll make it easier for me to figure out what it is I might want to buy. I already have linen pads. How about the hood? The hood is better than what we've got, it seems. Oh, Dusk actually already has a Kalinka hood, so don't have to buy one for him. And Samurai helm, we got one of those. Gold mail, got that. Do I want to do the rabbit foot? What does that do again? Luck plus 5, that's evasion. Evasion is always nice to have. Well, let me go ahead and at the very least... Oh! Wow, Warrior Land, you are awesome here tonight. Thank you for the spreading of... stuff. Gifting the sub. Friendly Kalinka girl. Welcome to my humble armory. Are you looking for anything in particular? Yep, I'm gonna grab one of these Kalinka hoods. And don't know whether I'll worry about the other stuff, although... Hold that thought. Thank you kindly. Please be sure to purchase some warm cloaks as well for your own safety before traveling back out into the tundras beyond town, if you aren't already equipped with any. First things first, I should probably sell some stuff. But beyond that... Lynn? I'm pretty sure Harrison is done with these platina gloves. You got the elven bow. Let's boost the strength of that elven bow. And I'm also tempted to do the same with Uri. Buy him a couple of... You know what? Sure, I'm gonna do that. I got enough money to buy 2 more of these. So, as a reminder, Uri has the Kali staff, which has such low attack that it actually decreases attack, but it hits twice. So, with each of these platina gloves, that's 5 extra damage per hit. So, that is actually going to make Uri even better with the Kali staff. Oh, and as for what I've got right now, Harrison, I'm not going to give you anything. Let's give Dusk one of these rabbit feet. And still have one of these leaf pendants for the status defense. And that'll be it for now. Orionland's heading to sleep now. Alright, thanks for coming, and also all the money stuff. Sugar Clover. Prospective student of white magic. You're all looking for Lyle Winters? Well, I am afraid that I couldn't begin to tell you where you might find the man, for he is a rather elusive person who has become quite fond of solitude these last few years, so I hear. I've never had the chance to really become close friends with him like most of the other villages are, so I cannot say that I even know very much about him, except that his daughter is just as quiet-natured, and every small child in this village seems to adore her very much. Many humans and elves of Western Lalia alike fondly refer to her as the Kalinkan Princess. She sounds interesting. What's up with you and your dogs? The dog father. Sure. Lyle Winters? Ask the dogs. Are they also bilingual? And, of course, they're not talking either. Nope. These dogs are not so bilingual. A label on this barrel reads, Belching Penguin Puppy Chow. Infuse your husky with a power greater than that of the mighty penguin god's lethal breath. Okay. Sure. Okay, you doggos are kind of going to need to move out of the way so I can investigate the rest of these. Thank you. Nothing in them? Alright. Well, in that case, moving on. What have we got here? Glum Zamber. Ornamented spear with a spiral blade. 4th generic weapon. Alistor. Demonic blade that no Elvenian dares to touch. Uri's 3rd weapon. Steel Kodachis. Pair of short katanas for quick attack. Dusk's 3rd weapon. Tengu bow. Bow that utilizes the swift power of the wind. Lin's 3rd weapon. I feel like we already found one of these Tengu bows. Yep, there it is right there. And while stronger, it only hits one enemy, whereas the oven bow can hit groups. What else have we got in here? The Glumzamber. Well, let's take a look at what that is. Storekeeper Virgil. Come in, travelers, out of that dreadful weather. Please, warm yourselves by the fire while you take a look at our weapons. And don't let Miss Allison over there scare you with her bouncy personality. She's just a bit enthusiastic with her salesmanship, that's all. I will keep that in mind. So the Glumzingber, anybody can equip this, has a nice attack. 22. The Alistor was Uri's weapon. Single enemy, single attack. Nah. I think I already have Dusk equipped with this. Oh, that actually means he could also benefit from, those Platina gloves. However, he's our healer, so I think I'll keep the defensive buffs on him. So, otherwise, nothing there that I really want. Allison, the proprietress. Oh, you poor things. You must have all caught severe cases of the flu out there in the snowfields, having been as poorly dressed as that, and in the winter of all times. It's a wonder you haven't already died of pneumonia. Uri has one of those anime teardrops. What? No. We're in perfectly good health. Really, you needn't bother with us. Achoo! Looks like she's got us cornered. I thought so. Never fear, travelers. I have got just the perfect remedy for healing those frostbitten throats in stock today. This is your fabled remedy for major colds? Ammonia? Are you trying to help cure our sneezing fits, or do you mean to completely kill off our senses of smell? Oops, sorry. Nervous laugh. I meant to indicate you toward our shop's specially made throat spray over here. Okay, I'll bite. What was the throat spray again? I don't know. Don't actually have it. Out of curiosity, though, ammonia cures confusion. You basically just have basic items. I might go ahead and I'll buy a couple of these angel feathers, even though they aren't good. They'll be good for an emergency. I'll buy an Esther's Ale while I'm at it. I had to use a few of those during that last boss fight. And I think that's it for the time being. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and make myself cozy by this fire. And we are going to go on our first episode break of today's stream. And when we come back, we'll explore the rest of this village and finally meet up with that guy we are looking for.